Hello, Steve Mills here. Great to be back sharing some more tried, tested and proven ways in which you can grow your business. I've spent over 25 years now working with small businesses, helping them and advising them and training them in how to get really more bang for your buck. In other words, helping them to improve the profitability of their business by helping them to create and convert more leads into sales. I've literally worked in thousands of businesses in hundreds of different industries, and I've helped them to make many millions of pounds in additional profit. Not all of them. Some of them I've helped them go from a startup to 100k in 6 months. Others to go from maybe 100 or 2,000 up to like 8 or 9 or perhaps a million, and £1 million plus businesses to again grow by an appropriate amount. But one of the things that I've found in that time is this, and that is that most marketing actually doesn't work, or it certainly doesn't work anywhere near to its true capability. And I suppose I think marketing's often a little bit like exercise or getting fit. If you join the gym but you don't really do very much, and you only go down and spend quarter of an hour on the treadmill, guess what? You don't get really rewarded. You don't get much of a reward. So you've got to put the time, money and effort in. Spending £10 a week on Google AdWords probably ain't going to win you enough business to make it worthwhile. And neither is going to the gym and not really doing very much. So we've got to do more. That's my first message about the truth about marketing, is you need to do more. And the second message is we need to do it better. We need to become better at it. So a simple analogy would be, if you want to win more business, you got to pick up the phone. You got to pick up the phone and call people. And the second thing you've got to do is you've got to become better at making those calls. If you make 10 calls per day right now and you started making 100 calls per day, you're probably going to win more business. But you could, in fact, make the 10 calls, and instead of converting one of those calls into a sale, you convert 2 of those calls into the sale, thereby over a period of time doubling the size of your business. Then you've done that by becoming better at actually making that phone call. So that's really the message today. And whilst on this video I've not got time to talk to you about each and every element of that, what I would like you to do is to attend a online training that I've put together. It's all about exactly that. How can you take this marketing and sales function in your business and just raise it up a little bit? How can you improve it? How can you make it 2 or 3 times better? How can you get more leads? How can you convert more of those leads into sales? And if you want to do that, then what I strongly recommend you do is you get yourself signed up to my webinar, my online training. I run it at various times throughout the week. If you want to attend, it's totally free. It's all about trying to help people right now as we go through these tough times. And so it's free to attend. To book your seat on it, all you need to do is to go to my website. That's my consultancy and training website, which is stevemills.co. That's .co. And get yourself booked on it. So I was just talking about getting better results, and if you think about it, and you looked right now at each and every element of your sales and marketing, and you perhaps rated it on a scale of 1 being absolutely blooming awful, 5 being okay, getting the same sort of result as most businesses get, and to be honest, most businesses don't get a very good result, or 10, being truly world class. Now, I'm not talking about how pretty it is, how nice it is. I'm talking about lead generation and lead conversion, right? That's all that matters, really, ultimately. You know, if you've got a website and it looks pretty but it doesn't ever convert, that's just $2,000 or $5,000 or 50 grand, whatever it is you've spent on your website, just thrown away, really. We've got to get the lead conversion there. So, just perhaps rate a few things. You know, what are you doing? You know, how well are you doing in terms of referrals? You know, how much referral business do you get into your business? Do you have a system for it? Do you have a process? Do you have a way of measuring it? Do you have a script for asking for referrals? What about your website? You know, where would you rate that? What are you doing in terms of getting traffic to your site? How well does your website convert that traffic into sales? Where does the traffic come from? Are you maximizing that? Are you getting the best out of LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, email, search engine optimization? If you're like 99.99999% of the businesses that I meet, and I'd include my business in that, by the way, then the answer is no. You're not getting the very best out of it. You could always improve. And that's what I've spent the last 25 years of my life helping people to do, to improve the performance of each and every element of their current marketing, and then to go on and take it from there and look at what is the marketing that they're not doing right now that if they did would and could create additional income streams. So in other words, more business. And then help them with not only getting more leads from their current marketing and leads from their potential new marketing, but really importantly, improving the conversion rate. Because what you don't really need is more leads. What you ultimately need is more sales, although obviously getting more leads is a part of that process. But until and unless those leads turn into sales, you're not really going to benefit from that financially. So becoming good at converting leads into sales is really important, and I can help with that too. So yeah, first step I'd suggest is go and get yourself on the training. Go and have a look, spend a bit of time with me, have a listen to what I've got to say, and if it makes sense to you, then, you know, why don't we book a meeting together? We can do it online, and we can set up a time to meet and talk to you a little bit more about your business, find out what's working, what's not, maybe give you some tips and ways in which you can improve what's not working, and see if then there's a fit, and if what I've got and what I'm able to do for you fits with what you need, then we can move forward together. So again, if you want to do that, go to my website and book the webinar, book the online training, and then book a meeting with me. So it's stevemills.co. Thanks very much for listening.